My travels have taken me to different extraordinary places in this world. My goal was always to look for adventure in the distance, board a plane and leave Switzerland behind. What I did not fully realize is that there is another paradise waiting to be explored just 30 minutes away from my doorstep. A place perfect for outdoor enthusiasts, explorers and adventure seekers. You want to know why you should immediately add this place to your travel bucket list? Alright then, let me take you to one of the world's greatest tourist destinations. Follow me through a wonderful adventure in Switzerland through the Jungfrau region. I think the normal thing to do if you start an adventure is to take it slow, acclimatize a bit, ease in. But this is not what happened here. We are here just a couple of minutes outside of Grindelwald, which is this little cute mountain village right behind me. It is a very famous tourist destination because there are a lot of cable cars going up to several mountains, and for sure you have an amazing view on the north face of the famous Mount Eiger. But today we're not going up a mountain, but I will jump from a platform somewhere up there, just attached by a rope. This is Megan. You think I'll make it?
Yes, you have to. It's not a choice.
Should we go and check out the platform?
Yes.
You can see it from down here? Okay. If you come across a place like this and you discover this canyon, like a normal person would maybe think, oh, yeah, we can maybe hike a little bit in there, or let's go have a swim in the river. But there are also people who think, you know what, let's put a platform at 90 meters above ground, attach ourselves to like a rope and jump into this canyon and swing with 120 kilometers per hour, and they enjoy it. Wish me luck. See you on the other side.
Bye. Love you.
So you just hop onto this little bus with some other crazy people, and I think within 5 to 10 minutes you are at the top of the canyon. Oh no. I was standing there and I had some minutes to really overthink the decisions that led me to this point. But yeah, there was not really a turning back anymore. That's Jeremy from Singapore. I just met him here on our hopefully not death platform.
Okay.
What makes you fear the most, the height or the swing?
Actually, I think it's the free fall, but the swing itself will be, I think, the best part.
All the best. Hope it goes good. So it was finally my turn. I got attached at the rope.
Good? Feels good, yeah.
I could step to the platform.
Okay, bye guys. Have a good flight.
And then I looked down, one last breath, and then I jumped.
Good. Okay, kids!
I mean, it only lasted for a few seconds, but the free fall was unbelievable.
I mean, the first 2 seconds, I was like having a great time, and then I thought I'm going to die a little bit, and then I could enjoy it again. So, oh my God, I'm so hyped. I want to do it again, for real. Well done, guys.
Yeah, well done. Oh, this was great!
How long actually did you think that you will die? Like 1 second, 2 seconds?
My mind just went blank.
Once the adrenaline left my body, there was still a whole canyon to discover. They have this little pathway at the canyon wall where you can walk further in and explore what nature built there. They put up like a web construction over the river, which looks really cool and is also really fun to walk on. It is not as thrilling as the jump, but if you're not made for 90 meters free fall, then this is a good way to start.
What is your first impression?
I think it's most beautiful place in Europe. I feel that. I see other countries, German, France, Spain, but this is peace.
Hiking is definitely one of the best things that you can do when you travel. You can go at a slow pace, far away from busy cities and traffic. You can really take your time to enjoy your surroundings, and you can explore places that are beyond reach of a car or a train.
So we have planned a very special hike today, but before we start walking, we can enjoy a train ride up the hill.
Our day started in Wilderswil, only a few minutes away from Interlaken, where we hopped on this cute little mountain train. The train ride was already the first highlight, because you can just sit there, enjoy the nice views, while the train does the hard work of taking you up to that mountain. The upper station is at the mountain called Schynige Platte. You get off the train, I think there's also a little restaurant, but we went straight into the hike.
Now we're starting our way to the First, and on the way there are several beautiful things waiting to be discovered for us. So I bring you guys along. Ready for the hike?
Up there's where I stepped in cow shit 3 years ago.
Well, you want to do it again?
No.
We started the hike and we were overwhelmed by the sea of flowers up there. Everything was in full bloom. Just a paradise.
Look at that. Look at this view. That's the Jungfrau region.
During the hike, the landscapes are always switching up a bit. You start with this sea of flowers, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in the middle of a wide open green mountain range with mountain peaks left and right of you. And then it gets a bit rocky, and we even encountered some snow fields. My legs were getting kind of heavy as we could finally see the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Bach Alpsee, which is my personal favorite of this hike.
Back there is the Bach Alpsee. It just looks like in a movie, like a movie set. Look at this movie set down there.
We had to make a little picnic there, eat some sandwiches, and just soak up this panoramic view. We hiked on and we were getting closer and closer to our final destination, the Mountain First near Grindelwald.
We can see the First over there, and I would say it's about time, because my legs, they're tired. Megan is tired. So it's good, it's over there, only a few meters away.
As a little reward, right at the end of the hike, there is the cliff walk waiting for you. If you dare, you can make your way on a narrow path that is attached basically to the mountain wall.
So they put this railing here, and it's safe to walk alongside the cliff. Oh, and the view over there. Look at that. You can see the waterfall. I don't know if you can see it, but out there, just looks gorgeous.
It is great for pictures. It just looks spectacular the way it is spilled into this mountain. And yeah, it's just a little candy at the end of your hiking day.
All right, that's it. We made it to the Bergrestaurant First, and that is the final station of our hike today. Over there, there's a cable car. We are going to take this one to get down the mountain. And then I guess I need some sleep because my whole body is tired. But I think that's what we love about hiking. We get tired, it is exhausting, the sun is shining, but when we're home in the evening, we're so happy about what we did.
Been to Jerusalem, been to Rome, been to Greece. This is just breathtaking. It's like every place you look is a postcard. Prettier than where we live in New Orleans.
Well, that's on my bucket list. New Orleans must be so cool because of the culture and like the music and everything.
Jazz Fest is the time to come.
Yeah.
I slept so well that night, I was just out. But I couldn't sleep in for too long because we returned to that same mountain peak the next day because the First has way more to offer than just nice views.
Good morning, guys. We are back at the Grindelwald First, where we hiked yesterday. Quite at a slow pace. It was relaxed. We could enjoy the views. But today we are going to have an adventure day up here. Should I do it? It's okay?
It's just the belly down. It's like, oh God.
The First glider is another crazy invention that the Jungfrau region brought to life. Imagine this. You get attached to a metal eagle, like head first. And then they put you up a zip line, like 800 meters far, up the mountain. Just that you can race the same way back towards the valley with a crazy speed. Does that sound like fun?
Thank you.
Nothing to be fearing, it's Swiss engineering.
Marco, are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. By the way, this is Han from Singapore. Any last words, Han?
Any last words?
If you die,
Get off.
Okay, we're all the way up. Time to enjoy the view. Oh. And here we go! How was it, Marco?
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. Over here, all good?
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, somebody has to fix my hair. Thanks guys, it was fun meeting you. And I also have a little thank you for being in the video because you will end up in the video for sure. Oh my God, this flight was amazing. It feels like flying. You're just hanging on this eagle. You look down and I could just purely enjoy it.
Only a few steps away from the glider, there was already the next attraction waiting for us.
After our flight, we're now about to go down, but we're not just taking the cable car because that would be very boring. We're using mountain go-karts. Never done that before, but you have to wear a helmet, so I guess it will be wild. They see me rolling.
I can recommend to every single one of you to just take it slow at the beginning, check out the brakes, check out how everything works, because it is kind of steep sometimes. Once you get the hang of this kart, the race is great fun. There are turns, there are like little gravel roads, and all the time you have an amazing view on the Swiss mountains. Compared to getting down a mountain with a cable car or hiking or whatever, this is just the best option. After a short while, we were approaching the lower station and we had to go down, so we just dropped the cart, dropped our helmet and then hopped in the cable car to go all the way down again to Grindelwald.
My brain is still a bit but it was great, good fun. But you have to be careful, you get really fast.
What I like the most is that it's so versatile. It's so much of it, you know.
Yeah.
Like you got so much to do here, and it's beautiful on every corner. Oh, yeah. It's hard to explain. It's magical, you know.
If a whole place is named after something, you should probably go and check out that something. The Jungfrau region is named after the mountain Jungfrau, which is one of the most famous landmarks of Switzerland. Together with the mountains Eiger and Mönch, those three peaks form a unique mountain range which you can already see from far, far away when you're making your way towards this area, and it's basically one big welcome sign. Today we are heading up to the Jungfraujoch, the top of Europe. It is basically a mountain station placed between Mountain Jungfrau and Mönch, and it's up at over 3,400 meters. The starting point of this adventure is here in Grindelwald at this brand new place called Terminal. It's just a cool place to hang out, but not as cool as the view up there, so I would say we go and check it out. The cable car called Eiger Express took us to the middle station where we had to transfer to the highest railway in Europe. After a short while, we arrived at the upper station, and if you think now that you just hop out there, get some pictures, and make your way back down, then you're wrong. This is like the lobby. They have gift shops, they have a restaurant back there, and the coolest thing is they have a whole tour where you can explore the magic of this place. And I go check it out and bring you guys along right now. Look how beautiful this looks. It's like countless glowing Edelweiss flowers on the walls. Back there, there's like a little snow globe, Swiss theme for sure. And we have traditional Swiss music, isn't that nice? My favorite place up there is the so-called Ice Palace. So it just got a little bit colder, and that has a simple reason, because the walls here are ice. You walk through that tunnel, you have to be careful that you don't slip because it is slippery, it is ice. And then you enter like the main area where they have beautifully made ice sculptures. I heard that's a must-do here. The highest point of the tour is the platform of the Sphinx Observatory. They use this place to do scientific experiments, and yeah, there is this beautiful lookout platform where you can step out and breathe the fresh mountain air.
Excellent. Amazing view. And
You will never see such view in Hong Kong.
No?
Hong Kong is like what summer and never snow.
yeah. This is the first time I see snow.
Yeah.
Cool. After all those attractions and the high altitude air, I was pretty tired. We made our way to the middle station, but before we ended this day, there was one other thing waiting for me. In this building, which is a restaurant, somewhere over there, there is a little hidden happy place. I would even call it a chocolate factory. I had the unique experience to take a look behind the scenes of one of the world's highest pastry shops at over 2,300 meters of altitude. I went into the pastry shop and it was already smelling so good. They had the hazelnut croissants prepared and also like a whole bucket of liquid chocolate. It was very interesting to watch all the steps that go into those products, like those hazelnut croissants or those white chocolate bars they did on that day. Finally, they showed me one of their specialities, the so-called Eigerspitzli. Basically, these are little Mount Eigers made of chocolate. They look so tasty and they have this little white snowy top. So after this exhausting day on the Jungfraujoch and watching them make all those tasty things for quite a while, I was more than excited to try some of the things they made that day. Yeah, I think I start with this croissant thingy. Oh. And now I get to try another specialty. First they have like a milk chocolate one, and everything is handcrafted up here at over 2,000. Look at this guy. Reckless. Oh. There's a little liquor in it. I like that. And then they have another one, which is dark chocolate. Look at this Eigerspitzli. Let's try it. Oh. Also some liquor in it. Delicious.
It's spectacular. I'm struggling to think of anywhere better I've been.
This has been excellent. Great day, great day.
Come here. Okay, it's a bit expensive, but it's only money. You can't take it with you, and it's spectacularly beautiful.
There is no better way to end an adventure in the Jungfrau region than with a beautiful sunset from the mountain Harder. Only a short funicular ride from Interlaken takes you up to the Harder Kulm, where you can have dinner or drinks at the restaurant or just gaze towards the mountains from the lookout platform. The last few days have been so eventful. Adrenaline kicks, fantastic landscapes and breathtaking views everywhere, and all of that just 30 minutes away from my apartment. I made unforgettable memories, met people from all over the world, and now I am even more grateful to call this place my home. I hope by now you came to the same conclusion as I did, that Switzerland, and especially the Jungfrau region, should be part of any travel bucket list. But also, always be aware of the beauty which is right where you are. Every place on this planet has its uniqueness, and it is just up to you to go out and discover it.
Say no!